we have got to remember that this work isn't just about paying back the debt we owe these men and women. It's about investing in their future and the future of this country. Hey, take the story of a man I had a chance to meet backstage, Jim Zenner. Met Jim and his wife and his young son. Jim served as an Army intelligence analyst during the Iraq War, and when he first came back home, he was mostly okay. His father was a Vietnam vet, and Jim could always turn to him when he needed to talk to someone. But a few months later, Jim's father died unexpectedly. And that's when, as Jim says, things just kind of fell apart. He became easily irritated and got into shouting matches with his wife, and one night got so bad that Jim had to move out of the house. He spent the night sleeping in his car, and then he asked for help. He reached out to the VA, and they connected him with Volunteers of America, which used the VA grant and per diem program to help Jim pay for an apartment for he and his oldest son. So for 7 months, Jim had a place to call home as he got his life back on track and went to school to get his master's in social work. He got the therapy he needed through the VA. He saved up enough money to eventually buy a place of his own. And during that time, Volunteers of America was so impressed with Jim that they asked him to open the new Hollywood Veterans Center, a 48-bed readjustment facility for Iraq and Afghanistan vets. And in the 4 years since it opened, the center has given shelter, counseling, and job training to nearly 350 veterans. And Jim also keeps paying it forward when he hires for his staff positions. Jim manages about 12 staffers, and 7 of them are post-9/11 veterans. So, because this city was there for Jim, because the VA had those grants, because doctors cared for Jim and helped save his marriage, because an organization on the ground housed him and then hired him, Jim is able to keep giving back to the country he loves. That's all our veterans want to do. See, that's what so many of them do. They keep on serving for the rest of their lives because that is who they are. Now it's time for us to show who we are. It's time to match their service with service of our own. And that's especially important now. Because with our war in Iraq over and our war in Afghanistan drawing to a close, thousands of men and women who risked their lives for this country are transitioning back home. And we cannot make the same mistakes for this generation that we made in the past.